Welcome back, class. So I just want to show you what the demo would look like if I had followed the demonstration to the T in your handout, which is this part right here. So in case you decided you wanted to go with that interpretation, I just wanted to show you that in a quick little tutorial. So to get this sort of olive green, I guess, kind of the color of my shirt that I'm wearing, what I did was I laid down some strips of a bright red. It's a very warm red, probably might have some yellow in the mixture. And then just laid some dark green on top of that. And the dark green neutralizes the red, since those two are complementary colors on the color wheel. So it mutes the red, and it creates a muted green. So that's something to think about when you go to mix your colors. If you want to mute them, you can use complements such as red and green or yellow and violet. But if you want to emphasize them, you can place them side by side like I have here with the red of the apple and the green of the background. So you do want to think about that as you're putting the colors down, what your purpose is in doing that. So just keep going over it with some green. And I might need a bit more, looks like I was a little more heavy-handed with that green, or rather with the red. So that is how you get this background. Now for the cast shadow, it looks like it's sort of a warm shadow. So maybe some yellow ochre, and it looks like maybe a dark blue or a dark violet for the shadow underneath. And I am not blending these marks like I did with the other interpretation that I showed you. There's a lot more blending in here. So in this version, I am not blending the background like I did with this one. So you see more of the paper green. Just feather that blue out a little. Mix it in with the black. So you can mix your own black. Maybe I'll lay some alizarin crimson just to make a dark violet. Give that a little more definition. Smooth it out just a little, just to give that cast shadow a little bit more form. And then you put like a dark blue right underneath, or a dark black. That's going to be your darkest value right there. I'm just going to bump up the highlights just a little bit. Just use a little more pressure, and then you can just soften just to get those more subtle highlights. Soften. And there you have it. So you can go with the by the book interpretation like this, or if you want something maybe more dramatic, you know, with more value contrast, you could go with the interpretation that I showed you earlier, where you have a more blended background with the olive green and the lighter foreground, which really gives it more of a feeling of space, since I've defined this a little bit more than this version. But it's really up to you to decide what version you like best. Neither one is better than the other. Thank you.